Today, many of us find ourselves overwhelmed with possessions and activities, constantly chasing after more. It's easy to get caught up in the rush of life, where the pursuit of success, deadlines, and material gain often becomes the focus. But here's the truth. True liberation isn't found in accumulating things, nor in being constantly busy. The key lies in how we relate to what we have and do. There's a growing trend of hyperactivity in our modern civilization. People are running from one task to the next, caught in an endless loop of stress and urgency. It's a frantic way of living, an insidious madness that can overwhelm the mind and spirit. The pressure to keep moving, to meet deadlines, and to do everything quickly can often feel like a disease. But what if we could step back and question this relentless pace? Think of it this way. What if you took your time? Instead of getting caught up in the chaos of meaningless deadlines, what if you decided to take your time? In today's fast-paced environment, we frequently see hasty decisions, hurried ideas, and rushed production. Both at work and in our personal life, this state of perpetual hurry hinders development and originality. When people were under pressure to get things done quickly, how many times did you see something good get ruined? Many of the stresses we experience in life are, in fact, things we bring upon ourselves. There's a common misconception that we'll inevitably fall behind if we don't act quickly and stay up with the chaos. Oh no, that is absolutely false. Taking a step back and refusing to join the chaos is really crucial. Envision a world free of anxiety and worry, where you can tackle any challenge head-on, focusing your undivided concentration on the mission at hand. How quickly you work or how much money you have are not indicators of your value. Not having a lot of stuff, or being fast, are as important as the quality of your experiences. It's up to you. Be a part of the hustle and bustle, or take a breath and do what makes your heart happy. A change of perspective is necessary. Instead of judging your success by the number of tasks you complete, try to give your all to each one while staying completely in the here and now. When you stop running after everything, you'll be able to live your life in peace. What are your plans for the day? Is it your purpose to stand up and embrace the power of doing less with more intention? Or to keep living in the chaos of perpetual hurrying and accumulation? A life that is stable, tranquil, and purposeful can be yours if you choose to make it such. Cutting out pointless mental activity is even more vital than cutting out pointless physical activity. This is the starting point, after all. When one's thoughts get too busy, they tend to project those thoughts into the world around them. If you have a restless mind, your life will be restless as well. What's the following idea? What comes after this? Thinking on what needs doing in the next second is the only constant. Rather than focusing on the outside world, one should examine their own thoughts and feelings before attempting to solve the problem. There is limited external action that can be taken without addressing the overactive mind. Someone with a hyperactive mind will keep becoming involved in a ton of pointless things. People who have jobs frequently find themselves doing things that no one else needs them to do. It's hard to be oneself. So, it's crucial to calm the racing thoughts and reduce their intensity. When one has accomplished this, it will show up in their outer lives. There will be less hyperactivity and more efficacy. I will do fewer things, but they will be of higher quality. This is in contrast to the numerous things that are done poorly due to continual hurrying and lack of time. Our entire culture is entangled in this mental illness, which has its origins in the mind. Being enveloped in a common awareness makes it all the more difficult to break free of it, both mentally and physically. Staying alert enough to avoid falling into that drowsy condition becomes vital. A person's primary goal should be to be a source of rationality and clarity in the world. Reducing mental activity is the first step in reducing external activity. Lessening needless outside interference is an inevitable byproduct of this procedure. The second part, which is getting goods, is up next. Some would say it's a good idea to get rid of all you own. Some people, for instance, have fewer belongings than previously, but more than they had before. What a peculiar thing. In most cases, the inverse is true. As people get older, they tend to let go of things more and more. Having more stuff doesn't always make you feel more attached to them, but life is full of surprises. Anything would do if it vanished. Everything is simply stuff, and you can let go of it if you want to. Physical disposal isn't always the best option. The important thing is to look at the inner connection to the possessions. Is there a fixation on material goods, or is it more like appreciating art without getting attached? Does it, as is common, boost confidence? It's critical to be aware of whether one is constantly wanting more and more, or if they are happy and grateful with what they have. On the other hand, is there a propensity to shop excessively in an attempt to satiate an inner need? A person's sense of self can be strengthened by the act of purchasing something. Buying something lovely is acceptable. What's bad is when it turns into an addiction or compulsion. A connection founded on freedom, rather than addiction, is what this is all about. Having a spiritual appreciation for the finer things in life is not at all anti-spiritual. The question of ownership takes a back seat. While strolling along the street, one could be captivated by the exquisite displays showcased in storefront windows. They still admire their attractiveness, regardless of whether they can or cannot purchase them. Having complete independence and self-awareness is made impossible by attachment. Even at one's own home, being in the presence of lovely things does not constitute an attachment to them. You don't have to have an extreme desire to own them, to enjoy them. At some point, everyone has the right to feel the need to pare down their lives even more, to let go of everything. Whatever feels right in the moment can guide their actions to eliminate items or lead them to live with less belongings. Understanding one's deeper relationship with the environment around them is more important than attachment. Before we're ending this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you will receive a new motivation video every day in your path to growth and self-discovery to become more conscious. Also, comment the word "now" in the comment section below this video and like the video. Lastly, if you know someone who can use some encouragement, please share it with this person. A small thoughtful gesture could mean the world to someone.